We are so excited to talk about safety today, and I'm so honored to have one of our special guests, Elizabeth Smart, with me. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you.
Oh, thanks again for having me.
You bet. I am a big advocate of safety, and so I would love to get your advice on traveling. Like you, I've had the opportunity to travel around the world, and a lot of times it seems like people tend to let their guard down, especially like on an airplane. What advice would you give to us, and what experiences have you had where maybe some things are not as safe as we really think they are?
I mean, guilty. I without fail, for many years, I've gotten on a plane, sat down, and the first thing I do is fall asleep.
Yes.
I mean, especially like if you're traveling a lot for work, or I mean, honestly, even vacation. I feel like after you get vacation and after you get home, you need like a couple days to recover before life resumes anyway. So I think it's really common, really normal to just fall asleep on planes. Like I don't think that's rare at all. I think that's extremely common, and certainly that's been true for myself. And in fact, one time I had been out on the road. I was really tired, some really early mornings, and I got on a flight, and I was about to start my journey home, which I was really looking forward to. But as soon as I sat down on this plane, I just fell asleep. And like, when I travel, like, I want to travel, like, comfortable.
Yes.
Like, I don't get all dressed up. Like, if you see me on an airplane, you'll probably be able to tell if I'm coming or going based off of how done up I am.
There we go, yes.
If I'm coming back, then I've already done everything, and I will look pretty pretty messy, like sweats.
I love it. That's
maybe
awesome.
Lucky if my hair's brushed. No makeup.
A hat. It's all
Exactly. Anyway, this particular time, I'd already spoken, I'd already participated in this conference. I was coming home. I had gotten on the plane. I pulled the hoodie up on my sweatshirt, and honestly, I don't even think I could have fought it if I wanted to stay awake, but I fell asleep, and it was one of the rare times that I got upgraded to first class. Usually I feel like I'm in the back by the toilets.
Exactly.
But so I was like, this is amazing. I've got like a little extra room. My seat can recline a little bit more. Exactly. And I just fell asleep. I didn't even stay awake to see who was sitting next to me.
Okay.
And
I've done that many times. You're exhausted. Yes.
Yeah, that's totally normal.
Yes.
Anyway, the flight took off. I was asleep, and it must have been pretty close to the end. But all of a sudden, I woke up because I felt someone's hand like on my inner thigh.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember waking up and like looking down, and it's this guy sitting next to me. And I mean, we were like, as I mentioned, we were in first class. Like, there's pretty substantial armrests in first class, right? It's almost like a whole console between you. And he was reaching across, and he had his hand, like, rubbing my inner thigh. And I remember just looking at him, like, waiting for him to apologize, or, like...
I accidentally was, like, reaching over to grab something?
I don't know. Give me some reason as to why he was touching me.
That's horrible.
He didn't say anything. He just like looked me in the eyes, like kept his hand on my leg. And I remember I had it like in that moment, I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is not normal.
No.
So, and I had to like physically pick up his hand and take it off me.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember the plane was descending by that point. So it wasn't like, oh, get up and run around the cabin.
Right.
Plus at that moment in time, I was just like so shocked. I don't even think, even if the flight hadn't been like on its initial descent, I don't think I would have gotten up to do anything either, because I just was like, I'm on a plane.
Right.
Like I'm in a pretty public place.
Absolutely.
Like there are other people around us. Like what just happened?
Right.
Like, do I just look like an easy target? Like, do I have like victim tattooed across my forehead?
Wow.
Like, what is going on here? And I remember the plane landing. I remember getting off the plane, calling up my husband and just being like, this thing just happened. And I remember calling up my dad and just being like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? I mean.
And so what did you do?
Well, I ended up I ended up reporting it to both the airlines and the FBI.
Okay.
An investigation was taking place. Unfortunately, they ultimately decided there was not enough evidence to prosecute, which I felt like then gave me definitely more empathy for all those survivors out there who get the nerve up to report it and then have nothing ever happen.
Absolutely.
But I just I was just so shocked, and it just made me wonder if this can happen to me. And like I know I'm not Beyonce or Taylor Swift, but
Oh, girl, you're right up there.
no, but like as far as like
But, oh
crime
my
goes in
gosh.
America, like I have to be probably one of the most well-known victims
Right.
in America. Like,
Definitely are.
how can this be happening to me? And I mean, like when I was kidnapped, I was a kid. Now I'm a grown adult. Like I'm a grown
Right.
woman.
And you don't think this kind of stuff
And
happens still?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I was with a reputable airline, and like,
Gosh.
you just don't think. And I was just like
Right.
so shocked
Yes.
that it could happen to me again. And I mean, since then, now I feel like when I have shared my experiences, I've had like police tell me, and they're like, that's why you always sit on the aisle, that's why like you always travel with someone. And part of me is like, that's great, but
you
like
can't
that's
do
not
that.
always,
Yeah.
sometimes you're
Feasible.
assigned seats, and
Exactly.
and frankly, I prefer the window.
I agree.
Like,
That's
it's
me
not like
too.
you have to get up and down every time someone has to go to the bathroom.
Exactly.
Or I like looking out the window. I like
Right.
seeing us like take off and land. I mean, it's unfair and it's
Right.
wrong, because these things shouldn't happen. And you can give as many safety tips as you want to everyday people. But the truth is until perpetrators stop perpetrating,
Right.
all the safety tips in the world won't guarantee that something's not going to happen. There are precautions we can take, which are great, and we all should.
Right.
But there's no guarantee.
Exactly. So be prepared. Don't be scared. Be prepared. I like to
Yes.
say, and be aware of your situation. Listen to your
I think
intuition.
situational awareness
Yes.
is huge.
I agree.
Just paying attention to what you're doing. And I know like this sounds crazy, or just it's easy to brush it off, or where we're so connected to our phones, like you're like, I only have 5 minutes to get from here to there, and I need to check my email, so I'm just gonna, as I'm walking, I'm just gonna look down and check it. But all of these things, being distracted, not paying attention to where you're going, not paying attention to who's around you, even the stance that you take when you're looking down at your phone. I mean, you're looking down, you're not looking up.
Right.
All of these things add to your vulnerability. And it might be small. In some situations, it might be very, very small, very unlikely. Other situations, it might up the risk, up the level of your vulnerability. And that's what predators look for. They look for vulnerability. So I think having situational awareness, kind of just consciously being like, okay, where are my exits? If something happened right here, right now, what would I do? Like, do I, if I went through my self-defense course, like, do I remember how to strike? Do I remember enough to like physically break free? I mean, I guess I can only speak for myself, but like I was taught to be polite. I was taught to act like a lady. I was taught, like, use your indoor voice. Don't use your outdoor voice. Almost to the point of, do I even have an outdoor voice anymore? I mean, maybe my kids would say I do. But
I love it.
But I don't feel like, me personally, I'm a particularly loud person.
Right.
And so it can feel unnatural.
Right.
To like scream loud on purpose.
Right.
And to use your voice. And I think actually that's a really great skill to practice.
Yes.
Like if you have kids, if you haven't screamed yourself in a while, just before you leave your house, like just give a good yell, give a good shout, and just say no, or stay back, or help and
Right.
and make it a practice so that if anything ever does happen, you don't feel that sense of, oh, I don't think I can do that, or that's against my nature,
Right.
or like I just can't do that.
Right. Have courage and stand up for yourself. I think that's
Exactly.
the big thing, is like you said, that we've been ingrained in that and growing up, that like be polite, be nice. It's okay not to be nice. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Yes. And stand up for yourself and fight back, you know?
Well, and even, I mean, my kids, for instance, they're all in elementary school right now, and everyone's like, we've got a zero tolerance policy, which part of me is like, that's great, but I just want you to know that if someone comes and like starts hurting my child,
Yep.
I have told them I want them to fight. I
Yes.
like encourage them, like, and if they fight back and they get in trouble for it because of this zero tolerance policy, like, I'm not going to punish them for
Exactly.
protecting themselves. That's exactly what I want them to do.
Yes,
Like,
you're
we're going
gonna-
to go celebrate.
Exactly. You're going to stand up for them. You have their back no matter what. So I love that. Exactly. That is amazing tips. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I appreciate you. It was so fantastic to speak with you today.
Thank you.